Bienvenidos a Hop on Hop Off Tour. Buenos días.
¿Cómo están?
Muy bien.
Bien, bien. Qué bueno. Sí, también muy bien. Sean ustedes bienvenidos, muy bienvenidos a esta bella ciudad de Mazatlán. Mi nombre es Elena, María Elena, y voy a ser su guía una parte del tour, porque este es el Hop on, Hop Off Tour. ¿Ok? Me da gusto que hablen español. ¿Todos hablan español? No? So you don't speak Spanish? Poquito, poquito. Okay, I love that. Do you know how we say yes?
Sí.
How we say no? How we say washroom?
Baño.
El baño, ajá, or el pipis room. Okay? El pipis room. This is going to be very important, especially when you have 2, 3 beers, margaritas, tequila, things like that. You will need the pipis room. Okay? Well, amigos, welcome to Mazatlan. My name is Elena. I'm the tour guide for this bus. And downstairs, our bus driver is Juan Carlos. Okay? Juan Carlos. This is the Hop on, Hop Off tour. Okay? And this tour today for you have 4 different stops. Stop number 1 is going to be the cliff divers. Cliff divers or high divers. This is something like the one that we have in Acapulco. Okay? The one in Acapulco that's 99 feet high. The one in Mazatlan is 45 feet high, but only 6 feet deep. Okay? That's the difference. And this is when they have the high tide. But if they have low tide, well, it's less. Then we go to the number 2. Number 2, amigos, is going to be the downtown area or the historic section of Mazatlan. Okay? There you are going to find our beautiful cathedral dedicated to Immaculate Conception, the city hall, the main plaza, the main market or flea market that we call Mercado. Okay, the Mercado. And if you want to walk a little extra from the meeting place at the stop number 2, well, you are going to find the heart of the historic section of Mazatlan. This is called Machado Square, the Machado Square. Okay? All this is at the stop number 2. Okay? Then we continue to the number 3. Stop number 3, well, it's gonna be the City Aquarium. The City Aquarium, but remember that this stop is optional. This is a little market. We have the main market in the downtown area, but we have small markets all around the city. And the very last bus going back to the ship from the stop number 4 is gonna be 3 o'clock. Okay? 3 o'clock is the very last bus going back to the ship. Okay? But the buses are gonna be running every 30 minutes, remember, every half an hour. In front of us, that's the Fisherman's to do the tour like the stops. Okay? If you decide right now to go, for example, to the stop number 3, but later you want to come back to the number 2, what happened? From the number 3, you are going to catch the bus to go to the number 4, then back to the ship, then you start again, number 1, number 2. When you finish with the number 2, you are going again, number 3, number 4, and then back to the ship. And well, we think that you are losing your time. We want that you spend most of the time enjoying the city, enjoying the places that we have. That's why our recommendation to do the tour like the stops. Okay? And buses every 30 minutes, every hour. Today here, because the weather is going to be around 75 degrees. 75, we still have a nice weather in the city because on the summer, Mazatlan is mostly like July, August, and September especially is when we go up to 110 degrees with 100% humidity. That's why cruise ships say bye-bye to Mazatlan, and they just got from October to March. That's our time season. The exchange is gonna be from 16 pesos to 18 pesos, all depending the place where you go. At the golden area where you are going to find the places to shop. Oh, a big recommendation, that's for vendors on the street. If you want to buy something with those vendors, it's okay. You can bargain with them. For example, they start asking $20, you can go down $15, something like that. But the big recommendation, very special with vendors on the street, is if you want to buy silver. If you want to buy real silver, please don't try with those vendors on the street. They have alpaca, that's not silver. For sure, you will never have silver with those vendors on the street. When you buy alpaca and you are wearing this alpaca, well, in about 7 days, 10 days, you are going to get your skin on a green color. That's not pretty. And well, anyhow, in case that you need a present for somebody that you don't like it, well, that's up to you, okay? This is a place for the cliff divers. They are going to be diving on your right-hand side from the little white balcony right at the top to the left, okay? Look to the left-hand side. There is a little cave. This is called Devil's Cave, La Cueva del Diablo. And that's only a little cave with a funny name. Nothing happening inside, and devil is not living there, so don't worry. Let's go, vámonos to the second stop, stop number 2. Remember, there you are going to find the Cathedral, the City Hall, the main plaza, the main market or mercado, and also the palmeras, palm trees, and some others that we are going to have here. Take care of your face, hats, sunglasses, whatever. Please be very careful, okay? Father Miguel Lacarra was in charge of this cathedral. Well, the church at the beginning. But one day he said, "Oh my God, I don't have more money to finish with the construction. I'm gonna ask for donations to the richest families of Mazatlan." And he was really surprised because he found some Jewish families and they were really rich. And the surprise was bigger because they say, "Father, come this way that we have this money for you to finish with your construction. But please don't say anyone that we gave you the money." And he said, "Well, that's okay and thank you." But Father Lacarra decided to say thank you in one special way. He decided to incorporate 28 windows around the church, which means 28 days on a Jewish calendar. And at the top of the windows, at the very top of the windows, like part of the decoration, you are going to find that they have the Star of David, which is the Jewish symbol. And this is the way that Father Lacarra say thank you. This is something unusual in a Catholic church, but well, at the main altar also you are going to see a beautiful chandelier. This is considered one of the most beautiful chandeliers that you can find in Mexico. And the big fiesta dedicated to Immaculate Conception, that's every December 8th. This is almost together with the most important fiesta that we have in Mexico, dedicated to Guadalupe, the Lady of Guadalupe or the Guadalupe Virgin, December 12th. 80%, around 80% in Mexico are Catholic, so that's why this kind of religious fiestas are very important. Careful on your right. We're gonna be stopping now at the number 2, the heart of the historic section of Mazatlan. In one block behind the cathedral, you will find the open market, flea market, or mercado. Okay? This is the area. Mazatlan, today,
Cathedral. Those windows there, Star of David, because of what?
So she said that money to build the cathedral, and they were looking for rich people in Mazatlan, and there was Jewish families that were here, and they had money, and so they said that they would help pay for it, but they didn't want any credit. And so what the mayor did was he put 28 stars of David in the window panes. There's one of them right there.
Oh, very cool.
That is so cool.
Está nublado.
Y no lo dejamos ahí. Ay, no quiero subir.
Let's simulate the eclipse.
Do you have a seat back there, my love? Yes? Okay. No, I was just making sure. All right, everybody. You still can come back here, right? You still can do that. No worries. So this is our Plaza Republica. That's the name of it. Oh, thank you for letting me know, because people don't tell me and then I get hit really bad. I tell people, if you see a big branch coming my way, please shout out, Ramona! And then I know, and I just duck down. You know why, Ramona? Because a branch in Spanish is a rama. Okay? And when we want to make something look bigger or sound bigger, we do the ona or on, right? So we say rama, Ramona. But the only thing is that my auntie's name is Ramona, and she's visiting, and when my mom says Ramona, I'm like, oh, never mind. Never mind. We're gonna be heading now towards our Olas Altas area, which is part of our historic district. This avenue is Aquiles Cerdán. So if you go 2 blocks up that way, there's the market. You know, our market is also 125 years old. It was built in the year 1899, just as our cathedral was finished by 1899. Mazatlan has the 3rd largest Mardi Gras in the world. The first one is Rio de Janeiro, and then we have New Orleans, and then us. And you know what? That's part of the floats for Mardi Gras. Look to the left. See that? Yeah. So we had a really, really great parade. But don't worry, because on the way back, my love, we're gonna go by here, and you can see it again. Everybody goes back so we go straight that way. So you're gonna have a chance to take more pictures. Right now we're heading, gosh, what is going on with this? Okay, can you, yeah, that's better, right? Oh, I don't like that. Now look to the right, everybody, so you can see part of the architecture of the time. This they call tropical colonial. Tropical because the bottom floor is always high. It's about 4 meters high. The windows are high and wide so that the air goes through the house and cools it off. Back then they didn't have electricity, so you will have a chance to take a picture of that house again. No worries. Now, if you look to the right, you're gonna see on your right, you're gonna see the first school in Mazatlan. That was the very first school here, and it's still a school up until today. There's children that go to school. Right now, of course, it's spring break for us, so nobody's working, nobody's going to school. I'm glad I didn't go to that school because I would have not learned a thing. Daydreaming, looking at the ocean, right? Look at those kids. Look at the beautiful view they have. This is Olas Altas, that's what we call it. And this is where everything happens. It's like Mardi Gras, the parade ends right here. For Day of the Dead, we have another parade and it ends up here too. And there's always musicians here, there's always food, there's always drink stands, like mixed drinks or beer, so everything happens right here. And in Mazatlan, we celebrate everything. Oh yes, we're a party town. We celebrate even death. I mean, honestly, we do a parade for Day of the Dead. And we all dress like skeletons. It's really fun, trust me. If you have a chance to come November 2nd, come and you will enjoy it. You will see from tiny babies to grandmas all wearing their masks or painted face. Part of our historic district, but this one is being recently remodeled. This is the Siesta Hotel. Really beautiful. And there's this part of the tour I love because it's a tribute to the Beatles. And who doesn't love the Beatles, right? So what they did, and this is from the city of Mazatlan, a tribute to the Beatles. And look at them walking across, instead of walking across Abbey Road, they're walking across Olas Altas Street. So on the left there's a brown, there's a yellow submarine. He's gonna go, don't worry, he's gonna keep going. And then you're gonna see the Tavern Club where they first played on your right side. See, isn't that fun? There's the Beatles. So what people do is they pretend they're walking with them. They either go in between or in front of them and they pretend they're walking with them. Yeah, you'll be going the opposite way, like high-fiving them, right? Alright, so we're heading back again. We're gonna go by Divers Point again. There is a slide right there because there used to be a restaurant here, Carpa, they call it, and downstairs they built with of the bay with the islands and all the outline of the town, of the bay. This is your chance from here. Dale un poco más despacio aquí si quieres para que te tomen la foto. Now, those beautiful islands there, they belong to the state of Sinaloa. Hola. Hola a todos. Bienvenidos. Hola, bienvenidos. Oh, that's fine. So the one on the left side is called Wolf Island. And the reason for the name is for us, your sea lions are sea wolves. That's what we call them in Spanish. Lobos marinos. There's the sun and the moon. They're all just kissing. How romantic. And then they will fight, right? This is the next stop. The aquarium. If you wish to visit the aquarium, it takes about an hour and a half to 2 hours depending on what you decide to do. And then you can just take the bus again and it will go up north. That's Jason Momoa. I mean, no, that's Neptune. That's Neptune. Doesn't he look like Jason Momoa though? Before the haircut, of course. I love him. So this is where we're going to be. Hi, hola. All right. Bye, Jason. All right, everybody.
Jason Momoa.
Thank you for staying with me today. I love it. Okay, so you're wondering, where is she taking us? Well, on the way back, you can see everything again. But right now, we're taking you this way so that we can show you our brand new aquarium. So this one, and then let me tell you this. Mexico, everybody thinks that we love soccer, right? No, wrong. Mazatlan is a baseball city. We love baseball. That is the sport we love. And we have this really great baseball stadium that was just recently remodeled. And it used to hold about 7,000, 8,000 people, and now it holds about 15,000 people. And they remodeled it to look just like the baseball stadiums in the United States. It has 2 restaurants, it has bars, and a lot of food stands. Woo! And the best part, because I was at a game last year in September in Houston, and a beer was $19. What? I was like, oh my goodness. Because here, I only have one, for the whole game. When here, it's only $2. So I have one for each.
silver. Not at all. It's silver plated, and that's why they stamp it 9.25. But if because I mean, you go to Alaska, you go to the Caribbean, and you go and buy silver over there, when here in Mazatlan or Cabo, well actually Cabo is 40% more expensive, and Puerto Vallarta is at least 25% more expensive than Mazatlan. But if you want to buy any of that, this is the best spot, for real, because it's way more expensive at the other two ports. And this place where we stopped, there's a jewelry store. It's called the Silver Mine. Not only they have really great pieces like fire opal, they have different shades of fire opal. It's beautiful what they have. And they have little cups with Pacifico beer for you. So as we park there, come with me inside the store. Just go in there if you just want to go to the restroom, or if you want to check out the merchandise, and just go inside. So the owner sees that you go in the store and they allow us to park. All right? You promise? All right.
¿Ustedes amigos locos? Que traiga hasta acá de la mano. Ya voy a la capa.
Oh, that's the one you were saying, sorry.
He's a mannequin.
I know.
Bam.
I do love it.
Okay, shop.
We owe you.
Look at you. You're so pretty.
takes only 1 minute to go from the cruise ship terminal back to the ship. That's the church on the left-hand side. Mary of the Sea, Maria del Mar.
That's a close one.
Puedes hacerte para la izquierda.
Oh, look out to the water.
No, hacia Careful, careful. Un poquito más, un poquito más.
Oh my goodness.
Ya salió. Gracias, Juan Carlos. Mazatlan. Don't forget all the Mazatlan. Muchas gracias. Vaya conmigo. Además, well, amigos, if you have a feeling for us, we appreciate it. Muchas gracias. Buenas tardes. Remember to go back to the ship where we are going to stop now. You are going to walk on your left hand side through the last big building. And you are going to find some other places to shop, like the little market on your right hand side. Okay? So here we are. Thank you again. Muchas gracias. Buenas tardes.
Welcome to the Mercado Mazatlan over here, guys.
You have your phone in your pocket.
And we walk through a mini Mazatlan to get back to the ship. Mini Mazatlan.
I'll see you on the ship. Yeah, you too, sweetie.
I wonder how many people came in here and said, all right, I visited Mazatlan.
Some.
Thank you.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
I'm the tequila owner.
Ah.
Tequila silver, tequila cucumber, and tequila lemon.
Patron.
Patron. Ay, ay, ay. Pero hay un marco